Unoriginal sin? Warning: this essay discusses intense language and themes. Discretion is advised.
Many, if not most people, naively believe they have a full and complete knowledge of themselves, that they can transparently assess the inner workings of their own heart and mind. But, like looking in a dark and opaque mirror, self-knowledge is a secret not so easily mastered. However, were our motives truly clear to ourselves, even the worst and most hardened person would be astonished, shocked, and frightened to learn of the evil inner workings of all, including the highest and noblest hearts on earth. Each person, learning the terrible truth, would despair at their horrible condition and at their vile standing before others.
For this reason, among others, we note: God keeps us from perceiving the full and hideous nature of the human heart. The most enlightened believer in the world does not fully understand their moral and natural deprivation, and is not able to realize the depths of iniquity, which is perpetually throwing up mire and dirt, and which, like a spring, seeping poison at the bottom of a well, fully infects and discolors the entire well. Using the light of Scripture and grace, we receive a humbling view of ourselves, and are led into an even deeper understanding of the full abominations inside. The closer we look at ourselves, the more dirt we see, and realize that there is even more shame and filth to come.
God says by the prophet, "The heart of humankind is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked, who can know it?" And abstracted from supernatural grace, the apostle said, "In my flesh dwells no good thing." Still a greater testimony says, "Out of the hearts of humankind proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, and evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within, and defile each person." A person after soberly considering this Christian declaration cannot then suppose the state of a human mind as neutral, or merely starting from a blank sheet of white paper. Instead, the paper is so blotted and defiled that nothing but the peerless blood of God and the invincible Spirit of grace can make it again clean and white.
Neither are the temptations of the enemy, nor the bad examples of others which are so easy for us to imitate, the causes of this spiritual and moral leprosy. They are but the external circumstances stirring up and calling forth the latent corruptions already within us. As David speaks, "If our inward parts were not wicked, if we were not shaped by iniquity and conceived in sin, if being an enemy to God and His holiness was not molded into our very frame and texture, then temptation and bad example would be ugly and unappealing to us, and offer nothing of interest." The truth is, we all have an inherent bias to be bad, which instead of being revolted when presented with temptation, falls in with the instigations that present themselves from without. As has been said, like is drawn to like, and the evil that is both inside and outside of us, sympathetically pulls, excites and attracts each other. It is the degenerate fuel, already present inside the heart, which takes fire from the external sparks of temptation.
To a holy, pure and glorious God, how black such a human heart appears. The very creation in comparison is not clean. We can assess the terrible blackness of sin by the price God paid to redeem us from it, which was the very incarnation and death of His own Son, and by the power He displayed in converting us from its dominion over us.
Please continue the essay with the next part.